Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on the Modded Jsocraft server. This is episode number 2, and to start off today, this is what I've been looking for. Haha, cow. I'm going to slaughter you so I can take all of your leather. Come here. No leather. Ah, but there's another one. Let's get this guy. So the reason I'm trying to get leather is, come on. Did I get leather? I sure did. So to start off today, we are going to craft this. This is a hang glider from Open Blocks, and it is amazing. So we got to make 2 of these. One like that, and I guess we need to make some more sticks. No, we do not. We just do this. And like that. We do need to make actually another stick. So then this, boom, hang glider, amazing. Check it out. So now we can equip it instead of our jetpack. How does this work? Oh, we just right click and there it is. Woo! Oh, someone's house is over there. Look at this. This is going to be so much easier. Ah, that's not a house. That's part of a village. Is that? Oh, what mod is that from? That's cool. But look at this hang glider. This is amazing. So a jetpack and a hang glider means pretty much you're a jet. And this is going to be so useful. So very useful. Speaking of jetpack, this is a hardened jetpack that Dib gave me just to start off so I can fly around and look around. And it is very useful. But as soon as I get my own, I will definitely want to give it back because I want to get all my stuff legit and not take it from others. But yeah, look at that hang glider. That is amazing. Now let's go back to our base. And if you press shift, you go faster, but you also descend faster. Huh, interesting. Intruder. Intruder alert. Get him. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Come here. Yeah. Okay, so you may be wondering, what is this? What is this place? Well, this is the tropical rainforest biome, and you know, last episode you saw we decided to settle in and make our base over at a forest biome, but you know, I don't like that. It's not my taste. Too vanilla for my taste, and I love this biome. I explored a little bit. You can see this is all of the chunks I've explored. Our previous base, I think this is spawn right here. Here's the crash spaceship. Previous base was right there. There you go. There it is. You can see the farms. And I explored a little bit this way, all the way to here. Didn't find a biome I liked. I really like this biome, but Alana's already settled in this nice little lagoon over here. And explored a little bit more, and I found this tropical rainforest biome, and I absolutely love it. I love the grass color. I love the water color. You know, most people don't like it, but I think it's quite unique. You know, dark green. It looks pretty cool. So yeah. So for this episode, I have some great plans for here. But that's not for this episode. This episode we're going to work over here. So there was this nice little natural cave over here. And I kind of blocked this off. All of this was open. I made it terraformed it with dirt. We got a nice little quick snap creeper face. My head right over there. So this is where the main area of the base is going to be. The base is going to be this whole area. Everywhere here. Let's try and turn my sounds down a little bit because it's quite loud with constantly flying with the jetpack. The base is going to be all over here, right? I might chop down one of these trees eventually. Now, all the other guys live over there, right? Currently. And it's getting dark. We better sleep soon. All the other guys live over there currently, right? So I left this place open. So my plan is you come through here. This was actually suggested by Dib. And there's going to be a nice little room over here. Now, the majority of the base with all the technical stuff is going to be underground. Overground is just going to be nice little aesthetic stuff, which I also very much like doing. So you come in here, it's the main hub. There's going to be an elevator block or something, fancy it up. You shift and you get teleported to here. This is the first floor. It's still above ground height. So there's going to be a nice little window over here so you can look over. There's going to be, you know, the nice little aesthetic stuff that we were on about before. And here, this is what we're going to do this episode. Now, I want to get into thermal expansion. Thermal expansion. We're going to take Dib's advice that he gave us last episode, and we're going to try and get ore doubling going. So for that, we are going to need a, let's find it, energetic infuser. No, that's a recharger stuff. Here it is, pulverizer, and not the resonant, just a basic pulverizer that will convert all the stuff into dust. Then we can hook that up into a redstone furnace, which will smelt it, and every dust makes 1 ingot. So every ore will give you 2 dust, and then every dust will give you 1 ingot. That way you can get ore doubling going. Now for the fuel, for the power source, we're going to use currently survivalist generator that runs on coal, and that later we might advance up and go into, forgot how it's called. Is it I remember there's something called flux capacitor. Oh, I stopped typing, and my game just froze. Right, we're back. My game crashed then. So it's not a flux capacitor. That's something else I just had in mind. It is a steam yeah, this thing over here. So we can use water in this thing. I don't know how that works. All right. It requires water and solid fuel. So coal and water. Steam may be pumped in instead. But yeah, so we can use that as another way of power. Generates RF, redstone flux. So we can use that as well. But for now, we're going to use some survivalist generators, and it should be pretty cool. Now, it's thermal expansion, pulverizer, or doubling, all of that. This is going to be the room where the machinery, and we're going to dedicate quite a big amount of space to it. It's quite a big room because it is something that we're going to use quite often over here. So it's going to be a central place. We have a nice viewing point. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, so right now we have the power source, so we're just gonna need to grab a bunch of coal. We have 4 because one may not be enough. So we're also gonna need cables. So for that, I think it's called, we're gonna use copper cable for now. Copper cables, which is the most simplest. It's like copper cable. We have a bunch of this rubber bars. We have a bunch of this rubber bars. I hear footsteps. You hear that? It's probably a creeper. Yeah, I knew it. Creepers trying to ruin my day. A bunch of them, actually. So yeah, I got a bunch of these rubber bars because I chopped down a crap ton of these trees. That's not here. Here it is. You can see I swear I had more. Oh yeah, a stack and 13 of these rubber bars. So we should be good in cables for now. We also have a little bit of this rubber. This is from IC2, and this is from Mine Factory Reloaded. That should be pretty cool. So for now, we just need to make a pulverizer. So pulverizer, not pulverized, pulverizer. So we're going to need to make all of this stuff. So Dib also let me know that I need to make the copper, yeah, the gears from thermal expansion or thermal foundation, and not the other. What is the other option? Thermal foundation and forestry crap. Yeah, we don't want to make any of those because that's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, so now it is time to get to work. Let's do this. Resources. Let's go. Alright, so some time has passed, and it went a little bit faster than I expected, actually. We got a little bit of help from Dib, so that may be why. And he also gave me a little boost. He put down a little block over here. You saw that in the montage. And they had transported a bunch of RF, which is really, really cool. You can actually see it charging up over there, which is quite a nice little feature. But yeah, so we have our survivalist generators over here. And I think I said on camera that we were going to make the copper cables. But that's actually from IC2, which is a complete different mod. And plus, they're a little bit more annoying to make. So for now, we're going to make the leadstone flux ducts. And eventually, we want to upgrade, Dib said, to hardened flux ducts, which let's take a look at that. Hardened, here it is, flux ducts, and that actually takes invar, which I shouldn't worry about too much now. Just take some iron and nickel or ferrous, and then we can you know, smelt that in the redstone furnace. So yeah, it's all set up, and I think it's pretty cool. And blue means the input, and orange, which is currently on this side of the pulverizer, means output. So output into this redstone furnace. So I had it over here. This is going to be the wall, right? And the reason I didn't just make the input from above over here, see, it's underneath this right corner, means it's coming from underneath, or from behind, sorry. The reason I didn't want to put it just on top over here so we can have a hopper or something is because I want to make it all fancy, right? I want to have a nice little room maybe over here where you can just, a nice little chest, maybe a gold chest or a diamond chest or a crystal chest, so you can see the items inside that, I know, where you dump in all the stuff after from your quarry or whatever, and it'll go into the system. I don't want just an ugly hopper in a chest over here. Same for this redstone furnace. I want to have it so the same place where you dump all of your items in. So, you know, I'm just putting here, maybe we'll put it here, I don't know where I'm going to put it. So another chest, for example, will be right on top of it, will be the output, and the stuff will go back into that. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, so this ore doubling is all done, so we can drop in our ores. Say we want to double all of this gold, and it will do that. So the output's currently on the right, so notice it goes and immediately goes into the redstone furnace. And pulverized gold, for now it just stays over there because I don't have anything hooked up yet. But that is all very, very cool. It's fully charged, and yeah, that's pretty cool. But now it is time to do something exciting. You know, I'm running on osmium tools, which are alright. I've been running on iron, but then a lot let me know that osmium stuff are quite common to find, and they are pretty beasts. So yeah. Now, I don't like that too much, right? I want to upgrade because all the other guys on the server are rocking their fancy tools with like all different colors and stuff. And guess what mod that is from? That is from Tinker's Construct. Let's take a look at that. At Tinker's Construct. Yeah, this is a big mod, as you can see. It's got a bunch of stuff. Crossbows. Oh man, I want to get into that. But yeah, so what we are going to do is we're going to make... for this episode, a smeltery, and that was pretty cool, right? So I used to mess around with this at Hexit, the mod pack I was talking about last episode, and it makes all this different type. You can put it into, it's like a big smeltery, right? It's what it's called. And then you can dump a bunch of stuff here. Inside of here you have your lava, and then it makes all this different type of liquids, and then with that, with all these different tables, you can craft really cool tools, as you can see over here. But you need these certain patterns. Now a sword, I got this is a full guard pattern. I actually got 3, and I think you just need 1. You find these in villages. You cannot craft them like other stuff, and because this pattern is used, I may be wrong here, to make, I think it's, yeah, this type of weapon, the cutlass, which is, I think, the best melee weapon. I may be wrong, maybe other stuff are better, but I really like this melee weapon, and you need this pattern in order to make it. So I found it in a nearby village. I think it's actually that one right over there we saw, and it is going to be amazing. But now, I already crafted yesterday actually a bunch of the seared bricks and stuff. I actually found in a village over there, or it might not be that one over there. I found a bunch of seared bricks. There was already a smeltery crafted up or made over there, half of it, with some casting table, some casting basin, and a few other stuff. So it should be pretty easy to make, and I am looking forward to it, so we can rock some really cool different types of tools. So yeah, let's start working on that. My plan is to have it right over here, so we can make a nice little aesthetic area over here. You know, you have a nice little area surrounded by small hills, and it should look pretty cool.
'cause I'm a potato.
Yeah. Oh. Have some blood. No. But yeah, I've done a lot. I have done a lot in the past day. In this episode, we went from having stone and iron tools in the beginning of this episode to now having an amazing Tinker's Construct setup and a bunch of these thermal expansion machines, and even we made from tier 1 all the way up to tier 3 a reinforced jetpack. I gave back the jetpack that Dib gave me, the reinforced tier 2 one, and I made my own reinforced jetpack. Look at this, it can hold 4 million RF, and that is pretty amazing. But yeah, so I may have gone a little bit over the top. We did a lot of stuff in that montage. We explored a little bit because I needed to get some materials. I found a weird dungeon with a bunch of fireworks. I had no idea whatsoever what that was. Found also Nathan's and Sagal's base while exploring. Also the stronghold, which was very, very good. Found 2 portal guns. One of them had GLaDOS, the potato, attached, and she did a little, you know, she talked there a little bit, which was really cool, I thought. And I hooked up these 2 portals over here. So we have here are the 2 portal guns. We have a green and what is this, purple, pinkish portals, and that will take me back and forth from here to there because that is currently the whole base. And then we have this one, which I hooked up quickly to Dib's base because I find I go there quite often I go over here quite often. So yeah, that's also a little portal setup that I have going. There we go. But yeah, so we have done a lot this episode, and I think I may have gone a little bit overboard, as I said. So we're going to wrap it up over here. Let me know in the comments below if you like those types of episodes where it's really, really like progressive. You do a lot, but if I will do really progressive episodes, then it'll definitely be much less fast-paced montage and more, you know, on-camera stuff. I will definitely do some montage stuff like I did with music, but not that long, not that much progress in one single montage. I definitely want to put in a clip of me talking and explaining what I've done and my plans for the rest of the episode, like I'm doing right now and like I've done another time before in this episode. But yeah, so next episode, our goal is to get this jetpack going. I just want to get a jetpack because it's so useful. I want to get a good jetpack. This jetpack is alright. Going up is very nice with this jetpack, but going forward isn't the best. But the plus side about that is that you go really high, really fast, and then you can just use the hang glider and you go relatively fast with it. But I definitely want to get this Enderium resonant jetpack. Uses Enderium to craft it, which is going to be a little bit difficult. We made this episode, what was it, the induction smelter, the fluid transposer, or whatever that's called. I think that's what you call it. And what's the other thing? We made a this thing, where is it? It's the other fluid stuff. You know, we made 2 here. Let's quickly have a look. We made a lot of machines. We went to our goal was to have ore doubling going this episode. That's what my goal was. And we went a little bit over top. We now have a pulverizer, a redstone furnace, an induction smelter, a magma crucible, that's the other thing, and a fluid transposer. And we also made a hardened energy cell, which is slowly getting all of its RF from these 4 serverless generators. I have some water over here. I definitely want to get some steam dynamos going and eventually upgrade these leadstone flux ducts over to these redstone energy flux ducts. They can transport 8,000 RF, and this can only transport 200. We already have 8. I guess we can, you know, quickly replace some of it. But yeah, so that is that. Actually, if I replace this right now, will this get filled up faster? Let's try that. Let's replace that. Man, that looks different and looks more amazing. Is this gonna fill up faster now? Oh, wow, yeah, seems like it. Yeah, it definitely seems like it. Let's replace, oh no, big disaster. We have 3 more, 1, 2, 3. Like so, 1, 2, 3. Cool. Slowly but surely, we're gonna replace them. But yeah, so that is going to do it for this episode here on the Modded Jsocraft server. We have done a lot. And next episode, probably gonna do less progress, but it's gonna be another good one. Stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you have, make sure to click on that like button. That is it for me, guys. I'm off to watch the Olympics. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.